Injury news is the topic du jour for the Yankees today, finding out that Nathan Eovaldi is shut down for 2 weeks with elbow inflammation. Not sure if he'll pitch again in the regular season. And then, of course, Mark Teixeira continues to have problems with that bone bruise in his leg. And Brett Gardner's out with a little shoulder situation. Let's start with Nathan Eovaldi. And you take a look at what he's done and the run that he's been on. And now you're not sure all of a sudden if you're going to be able to get him back.
Yeah, this is a body blow for the Yankees, Bob, to find out that a guy who had been so consistent for so long for them, suddenly you're going to sit around and wait to see what happens. The Yankees are talking about him missing close to a month. He's going to miss 2 weeks, and then he'll go on a throwing program for 2 weeks. We've heard the Yankees say maybe there's a way he gets a start late in October, but you don't know right now. And, Bob, he talked about how he had an issue with his mechanics in his last start, and he wondered if that caused the elbow inflammation. But one thing we also have to discuss, and Joe Girardi was asked about this before the game, this is a guy who never really threw the splitter before 2014. You look at 2015, and this became his go-to pitch. And obviously that puts a lot of stress on your elbow. You're splitting your fingers wide there and taking a grip on that pitch. So did that have something to do with it? Girardi said you don't really know, but it is something that changed in Eovaldi's routine. So if he does come back, does he still have that splitter? Does he still have the confidence to go with it?
And also interesting to note, he just changed the grip on it recently over the past few months. Did that have an effect? A lot of ifs in that, but we don't know. The other if is when he'll be back. In the meantime, I guess you could say that about Mark Teixeira. Brett Gardner, at least, is closer on the horizon.
Gardner is closer. I think that's a short-term injury, and Gardner can play through it with the shoulder. But I thought the news today on Teixeira, which was basically no good news, no update that he was improving, I thought that was sobering, because when Brian Cashman was asked, are you getting to the point where you wonder if you're going to have him back this season? Cashman said, yes, I do wonder. And Greg Bird has done a really nice job, and we've praised him on this show for the way that he has played. But Mark Teixeira, before he got hurt, was the MVP of this Yankee team this season. 31 homers, 79 runs batted in, Gold Glove-type defense at first base. Have the Yankees been able to sustain his loss because Bird has played well? Yes, they have. But you would love to have him back, and now Cashman is putting out the thought that maybe that's not going to happen.